You're watching SKN Newsline TV live on sknnewsline.com.
Why read the news when you can watch it? Introducing SKN Newsline, the Federation's only online TV news platform. SKN Newsline is an online TV news platform covering news in St. Kitts and Nevis. We provide a daily and accurate news on the big stories and stories of interest that other media outlets have ignored. You can watch SKN Newsline on our website, www.sknnewsline.com, or Facebook page at www.fb.com/SKN Newsline, and also subscribe to our SKN Newsline YouTube channel. SKN Newsline, your world, your news.
Now you can have SKN Newsline on the go. Introducing SKN Newsline Android mobile app. Search SKN Newsline in the Google Play Store. Download the app free and stay up to date with TV news in St. Kitts and Nevis in the palm of your hands. With this app, you can watch our news reports, watch our live news feed on SKN Newsline TV, engage with us and other app users in the chat room, look at our special features, send us news tips, and call us directly. It's news on the go. The SKN Newsline Android mobile app. Download it free today.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like knowing you're covered when your house gets flooded, getting your settlements quickly and fairly when a fire hits your home, and making sure your business can keep going even after an accident happens on site. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
The ICT Center was officially opened on the 15th of February 2018. The center specializes in information, technology, cybersecurity, app development, entrepreneurship, and more. At the opening, the Attorney General, Vincent Byron, also stated that the government and the Taiwanese government came together and spent over $1 million to renovate the ICT Center.
We are very excited with what we are doing here because for the first time in 4 or 5 years, 6 years, we are now able in St. Kitts to be able training to public servants, civil servants, and private sector individuals to become certified in a number of different areas in ICTs, so that they'll be testing in a number of different ways and areas that could not be done before in St. Kitts.
Mr. Byron said that the government launched its official website designed for branding the country worldwide and to deliver citizen services. Mr. Byron also stated that the new ICT Center will have full training which will include Microsoft training, web page designing, Amazon Web Service training, and more.
In addition to our training work that we do here at the ICT Center, we will be displaying for you an innovation hub, training and innovation center, where for the first time we will be having incubation rooms where young people, and not so young, who need to do startups, who need to operate in an ecosystem of innovation, where you can get support from trained professionals, whether it is to be able to have conference call facilities, whether it is you'll be able to use the facilities here to be able to develop your business, to be able to do work that would enhance our ICT sector here in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Opening ceremony also featured speeches from Ophelia Blanchard, Acting Director of the ICT Center, Chao Goi, Ambassador of the Republic of China on Taiwan, Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris, and a presentation by the CFBC Robotics team. I am Chiari Morton for SKN Newsline.
Ladies, want the finest in hair care services? Then come to Diva Hair in Pond Extension, Basse-Terre. We do nails, relaxers, weaves, haircuts, customs wig, color, hair treatment, lashes, and so much more. Our salon is clean and comfortable even while you wait. We take appointments only. Opened on Mondays and Tuesdays at 10 a.m. with the last appointment at 5 p.m. Thursdays and Fridays at 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays at 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. To make appointments, visit our Facebook page, Diva Hair. Call us at 660-4884. Diva Hair in Pont Extension for the beauty in you.
An Australian woman was injured in an attempted robbery in Bastia on the morning of Valentine's Day. According to police, investigations revealed at about 10:15 a.m. on February 14, 2018, Catherine McCombie of Australia was walking alongside Hosford's Road when she was accosted by a young man who tried to take her bag. She resisted. The assailant then punched her in her face and ran. A passerby assisted McCombie and alerted the police immediately. McCombie sustained injuries to her face and was taken to the JNF hospital where she was treated for her injury. The assailant was later identified as 19-year-old Akeem Sage of Upper Tibo Avenue, who was apprehended by police shortly after and taken into custody. As McCombie was scheduled to leave the Federation on Thursday, February 15th, Sage was taken before the Bastia Magistrate Court Wednesday afternoon. He pleaded guilty to the offense of wounding and apologized to the court and the defendant. He was sentenced to 8 months in prison with hard labor. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force thanked all those who were involved in ensuring that justice was served swiftly in this matter. I am Chantel Rochester for SKN Newsline.
Guess what? There's a new electronics store in town. It's Smart Electronics, your one-stop shop for all electronic items, including phones, laptops, computers, speakers, TVs, and accessories. It's conveniently located at Port Zante opposite the food court, St. Kitts. We carry the top name brand electronics such as Samsung, Apple, JBL, Bose, Canon, LG, Dell, HP, and so much more. Check out our pre-Valentine's Day sale starting early February 2nd, offering extraordinary rates on all your electronic needs. So you really don't need to go to St. Martin anymore. Head straight to Smart Electronics at Port Zante instead. Contact us at 466-4271 or email sales@dutyfreesmartelectronics.com. Open Monday to Sunday, 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Opposition MP Conrys Maynard has been suspended for 10 consecutive parliamentary days due to what the Speaker of the House, Michael Perkins, deemed as gross disrespect by the MP. It all started when opposition leader Dr. Denzel Douglas protested what he considered an unfair ruling by the Speaker to allow the MP for St. Christopher 1, Ian Liburd, to speak ahead of him.
The senator wanted to speak before me. I want to speak. I'm elected to be inside here. After all,
that is ridiculous, and it's the only decision I expect to do.
Is it not right?
MP Maynard, who is the representative for West Bastia, challenged the Speaker on his ruling.
Cannot be right. Need to speak in this parliament. Why are you stifling people from speaking? Come on, man. We want to speak. You say it's not a contentious thing. We want to speak.
And even you, if you see others want
you
to
have
speak,
to raise your
why do
feet.
you have to
You have to
do
raise
the
your feet.
debate?
Speak. You
Why
have
do
to
you
beat
have to
him.
do it?
Why is it necessary to do that?
Nobody playing any cat and mouse here.
The gentleman was writing some
You
notes.
can say go ahead and speak.
Was writing some notes.
I am
like that.
I am on my feet. The House would fall silent, please.
Eventually, opposition members walked out of Parliament, and even then Mr. Maynard and the Speaker verbally sparred off.
I would still exercise my authority and I am going to apply section 49(4)(a) because what
you ask me to withdraw. It is
because
wrong.
what
You don't know the rules, you apply
It
the
is
rules as
wrong.
you feel like.
You cannot apply without asking me to
He
first
doesn't
withdraw.
know the rules. He doesn't know the rules.
And you
Honorable
said
member.
from number 1 was speaking. Stop abusing the rules of the House. It is not necessary. You have to ask me to withdraw first, and I have to deny that before you can go to any other rules.
Officer, can kindly escort
you don't have
the
that
member?
authority unless you put it to the rules.
Leader of Government Business Eugene Hamilton berated the behavior of the opposition after the walkout.
And Mr. Speaker, I want to, as someone who observes the rules and who is a champion for observing the rules, I want to point out to the general public that there's clearly a misunderstanding by the members of the opposition of how the rules work. You're absolutely right. You do not have to go to Rule 1. If the behavior is sufficiently disrespectful of this House, you're so right. You can go straight to that rule if the other rules are not sufficient.
Speaker Perkins then ruled that Mr. Maynard would have been suspended from Parliament.
And so today would be his second naming and suspension, where he will be suspended for 10 days. And like I indicated further, the standing orders provide that or stipulate that a subsequent naming and automatic suspension, it will be left up to the House as to the duration of the suspension.
This is the second time Mr. Maynard has been named by Speaker Perkins for disrespectful behavior, and the third time he has been asked to withdraw from the Parliament. On May 23, 2017, he was asked to withdraw, and on July 11, 2017, he was named and suspended for 5 days. MP Maynard will have to sit out the next parliamentary sit-in, which takes place on Wednesday, February 21. This is the latest episode in constant clashes between the Speaker of the House and opposition, as late last year and in January this year, the opposition leader and Mr. Perkins were also at odds. The opposition claims Mr. Perkins is biased against them and is stifling democracy. Mr. Maynard has since issued a statement saying he will attend the next sitting of Parliament. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline. This Valentine's Day, stop by JoJo's Creation on Church Street for the perfect Valentine's gift. Get affordable gift baskets for that special someone at all sizes. Come inside and find out about our adult packages, which include a singing teddy bear. So this Valentine's Day and beyond, come to JoJo's Creation, located inside Spears Unlimited on Church Street, to get your Valentine's Day packages and gift baskets. Come to JoJo's Creations this Valentine's Day to have your endless possibilities met.
The Team Unity Administration will be celebrating its 3rd anniversary of being elected to office with a week of activities from Wednesday, February 14th to Sunday the 25th under the theme Opening Doors and Creating Opportunities Through Service and Empowerment. Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris addressed Parliament on the celebrations during Tuesday's sitting of the National Assembly.
So the extended week of activities by which we commemorate our 3rd anniversary as a team, as a unity government, delivering and working on behalf of the people. My cabinet colleagues, and I indeed, all of us on this side of the Honourable House, are blessed and humbled that the electorate gave us this amazing opportunity to serve and empower all the people of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Then, on Saturday 17th, a call is being made for every resident and citizen to lend a helping hand by simply engaging in some form of activity that will positively impact their communities or the country in general.
We are making this happen through the creation of opportunities for each and every one of you and for the future generations to come. For the many achievements that we have had over the last 3 years, I say again, to God be the glory. Great things He has done. And my fervent prayer is that God will continue to bless this beautiful federation of St. Kitts and Nevis.
The government will also launch the National Health Insurance Implementation Commission as part of the observations. At 7 p.m. to midnight on the 25th, all are invited to Greenlands for the Smile Again Gospel Concert featuring Papa San out of Jamaica, Bound of Love, Joel Watley, Alison Dorr, and others. I am Chiari Morton for SKN Newsline.
Why read the news when you can watch it? Introducing SKN Newsline, the Federation's only online TV news platform. SKN Newsline is an online TV news platform covering news in St. Kitts and Nevis. We provide a daily and accurate news on the big stories and stories of interest that other media outlets have ignored. You can watch SKN Newsline on our website, www.sknnewsline.com, or Facebook page at www.fb.com/SKN Newsline, and also subscribe to our SKN Newsline YouTube channel. SKN Newsline, your world, your news.
Now you can have SKN Newsline on the go. Introducing SKN Newsline Android mobile app. Search SKN Newsline in the Google Play Store. Download the app free and stay up to date with TV news in St. Kitts and Nevis in the palm of your hands. With this app, you can watch your news reports, watch our live news feed on SKN Newsline TV, engage with us and other app users in the chat room, look at our special features, send us news tips, and call us directly. It's news on the go. The SKN Newsline Android mobile app. Download it free today. You're watching SKN Newsline TV live on sknnewsline.com.
As a fisherman, I use the marine resource wisely so I can conserve our biodiversity, so I can fish for life. It's all about balance.
I preserve biodiversity by the way that I farm. It takes care of my family. It's all about balance.
I have enjoyed these seas all my life. I do my best to conserve our biodiversity because I want my children and my grandchildren to enjoy them as much as I do. It's all about balance.
I'm a park ranger, and my job is to properly manage our protected areas and conserve our biodiversity. It's all about balance.
Youth, let's play a part in conserving our biodiversity and maintaining our natural resources. It's all about balance.
For life, for livelihood, for the future of St. Kitts and Nevis, let's all conserve our biodiversity and use our natural resources wisely. It's all about balance.
Despite finishing the match with 9 men, Saul Island Auto Supply's Connery FC defeated Elko Limited St. Peter's 2-0 on Saturday night at the Warner Park in the SKNFA National Bank Premier League. The match was overshadowed with the injury of St. Peter's player Zaja Isaac, who suffered a broken ankle resulting from a slight tackle from Orlando Mitchum in the 84th minute. That play earned Mitchum a straight red card and delayed the match for several minutes, leading to 15 minutes time added on at the end of regulation. That injury seemed to have rocked the St. Peter's players as they were unable to cope with the loss of Isaac, despite the fact they had a numerical advantage. After the game resumed, Errol O'Loughlin doubled the lead with a 90th minute strike for Connery, building on the early lead set by Glenroy Samuel, who scored a penalty in the 3rd minute of play. Connery's second red card came shortly after the second goal as Captain Mudasa Howe was sent off, also with a straight red card for a slight tackle on a St. Peter's player. But the damage was already done. Despite playing with 9 men, Connery held on to their 2-goal lead. Coach Alexis Morris of Connery was pleased with his team's effort in getting the 3 points after a disappointing draw last week. He also was not in agreement with the red cards his 2 players picked up.
To me, a straight red was not warranted at all, but at the end of the day, the referee is in charge of the game. That is the way he saw it. But again, coming back from last week, I come back here again tonight and speak about the officiating. I thought the official would have allowed the game to get out of hand a bit, and to me, going to the back pocket for a situation like that was unwarranted. Yes, we understand that the guy would have gotten a broken leg, which we, of course, on the Connery side would sympathize with him because he once played with us, and so we just want to ask him to have speedy recovery and hope that he would return to the game sometime later. But of course, we must say we are sorry that would have happened, but nonetheless, hey, we just have to lift our heads and continue to play the football.
Meanwhile, Coach Orville Thompson of St. Peter's said the injury to Zaja Isaac really affected his players for the remainder of the game.
It broke the morale a little bit because it was in the height of trying to come back in the game, and after that happened, it just the guys' in spirit just drop a bit. Some of them was crying, and so it was really a disaster for us.
In Saturday night's other match, defending champions Flow 4G Keon Rockets piled on more misery on winner circle Newtown United with a 3-1 win. Two of Keon's goals were courtesy of defensive errors by Newtown, where the defender passed the ball inadvertently to a Keon striker, who made no mistake in punishing the team from East Bastyr. Shaquille Pringle was the first to benefit from that gift from Newtown, scoring in the 18th minute of play, but Yusuf Saunders equalized 10 minutes later for Newtown. Newtown apparently did not learn from the previous mistake and made the same mistake again, giving Alex Charles another gift in the 49th minute. Evans Roy Barnes sealed the deal for the defending champions with an 80th minute strike to make it 3-1 to Keon. Coach Anthony Isaac of Newtown lamented the poor defensive performance of his team.
Two defensive errors. I mean, a team like the champion team, you can't give them kind of easy goal. Because it was too easy passes to a Keon player. So I mean, as a team like Newtown and a team like Keon, you can't give up them easy goals.
The cool, calm, and collective coach George Yellowman Isaac of Keon said his team executed well, which led to the win.
It just was a good performance on both sides, but we come out victorious. And it was a good step forward to make sure we stay within winning ways, so we could be in the race for the team in front of us.
Guess what? There's a new electronics store in town. It's Smart Electronics, your one-stop shop for all electronic items, including phones, laptops, computers, speakers, TVs, and accessories. It's conveniently located at Port Zante opposite the food court St. Kitts. We carry the top name brand electronics such as Samsung, Apple, JBL, Bose, Canon, LG, Dell, HP, and so much more. Check out our pre-Valentine's Day sale starting early February 2nd, offering extraordinary rates on all your electronic needs. So you really don't need to go to St. Martin anymore. Head straight to Smart Electronics at Port Zante instead. Contact us at 466-4271 or email sales@dutyfreesmartelectronics.com. Open Monday to Sunday, 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Football fans got a real treat on Sunday night with a 4-goal thriller in the SKNFA National Bank Premier League between Hobson Enterprises Garden Hotspurs and SL Horsford St. Paul's. Just when Spurs thought they were adding 3 more points to their point tally to maintain their spot at the top of the league table, a last-gasp goal from St. Paul's ensured that would not happen. Literally the last play of the match. Carrick Thomas was the saviour for St. Paul's, scoring twice in the 75th minute and stoppage time for St. Paul's to rescue a point for his team. Spurs ran out leaders in the first half with a goal courtesy of Steve Archibald in the 34th minute. In the second half, Spurs ran rings around St. Paul's and frequently got behind the back line, forcing St. Paul's defenders to chase Spurs forwards and putting much pressure on the St. Paul's custodian. Spurs, however, were caught against the run of play when Thomas rocketed a shot in the back of the net for St. Paul's. But that lead was short-lived as Spurs immediately supplied pressure on the other end and scored shortly after the resumption of play, even while the announcer was still informing fans of the previous goal. Spurs at the time were playing with 10 men after Miguel Crawford was sent off for an errant tackle. It seems that the team from Central Bastyr were heading for back-to-back wins, but St. Paul's earned a corner and Thomas once again scored the equalizing goal in the very last minute of play, sending the fans and St. Paul's bench in a frenzy. Coach St. Clair Morris of Spurs, however, was not amused with the crazy ending to that match and felt one of his players was fouled in the lead-up to the last-minute goal. However, Austin Huggins, coach of St. Paul's, felt his team played poorly, mainly due to a reshuffled squad as some of his main players were out due to suspensions. In the night's other matches, Rams Village Superstars drubbed TGE Diet Bay Eagles 4-1. Joseph Wilkes scored the first goal in the 10th minute for Village, only for Georgel Dickinson to equalize in the 20th minute. Lashel Pogson scored an own goal, however, for Village in the 42nd minute, and Turan Hanley struck twice in the 45th and 90th minute to seal the win for Village. In the second match of the triple header, St. Thomas Trinity United defeated Fast Cash Saddlers 2-1. Nickwan Brown scored in the 20th minute for Strikers and Akeem Esdale in the 62nd minute. The lone goal for Saddlers came from Kirby Jarvis, a penalty kick in the 53rd minute. Strikers, however, ended the match with 10 men as Jael Gums was sent off in the 87th minute. That draw with Spurs and St. Paul's has bumped Spurs from the top of the table on goal difference as Rams Village Superstars retake the top spot Both teams tied on 31 points. Village, however, has the higher goal difference of plus 26 to Spurs plus 13. St. Paul's dropped to 4th with that draw as Flow 4GK and Rockets, with their big win on Saturday over Newtown, moved to 3rd place on 26 points, but with a higher goal difference to St. Paul's. Saul Island Auto Supplies Connery remain in 5th with 22 points. Elka Limited St. Peter's remains 6th on 17 points. Winners Circle Newtown United remains 7th with 14 points. Fastcast Saddlers United, despite a loss to St. Thomas Trinity United, remain above that team in the 8th position by virtue of a superior goal difference. The win for St. Thomas over Saddlers on Sunday bring them level on points, and they remain in 9th position, and 4 points more than TGE Deep Bay Eagles that are rooted to the bottom of the table with 6 points.